Hey everybody! So it's been about a month since I finally got a diagnosis for all my health problems that I've been dealing with for about 5 years. Found out about the Lyme disease. I just wanted to post a video just really quick to just talk about some of the things I've learned in the last month and kind of an update, I guess, on things. I've had a lot of people asking me what's been going on. So I'm still waiting to be seen by the Lyme doctor. I still have another month until I can be seen. They did have a cancellation for like last week, but we were on our cruise, so couldn't take that one. So I'm just waiting and hoping that I can get, they have another cancellation that I can get into. But in the meantime, I've learned a lot about this disease and still lots to learn, but just kind of wanted to give you a little Cliff's Notes version about this disease if you don't know much about it. First of all, it's known to be from a tick bite, and but new research shows that it could be possibly from mosquitoes or other insects. So I don't know if I got it from a mosquito or I don't know how long I've had it. Anyways, it can lay dormant in your system and things can trigger it, like stress or something traumatic like a surgery or something like that. So about 5 years ago, my life started to get pretty stressful just with my church calling and saying yes to everything. And I just let it keep getting busier and busier. So I'm sure if that's the case, that stress triggered mine. But I've also had 2 surgeries since then, so I'm sure that hasn't helped. Also, the shape of the bacteria of the Lyme is corkscrew shaped, and so it can just drill its little self wherever it wants to in your body and sit there and hang out for a little while, and then it will move, and so like you get these different symptoms all the time that come and go. Also, I've learned that that you can possibly transfer it to your spouse because it's the same shape as syphilis. So even though Dan hasn't shown any symptoms, we're probably going to have him tested. You can also pass it to your babies in the womb. So probably going to start with Lindsay and get her tested, and then we'll just see what happens there. If she's got it, then I'm sure all the other kids do. So yeah, I guess whole families can get it. Lucky us. And there's a lot of doctors in Utah that don't believe that Lyme is in Utah. So sometimes it's hard to find a doctor that will even test you for it. So that's probably why I've been missed all these years, is that most doctors just don't know what they're looking for. They don't know enough about it. And even if they do, they don't think that it's here in Utah, so they're not going to test you for it. I was blessed to end up with a cardiologist whose wife has Lyme, so he knew the symptoms. I was supposed to end up with a different cardiologist, and I didn't want to wait a few weeks to get in, so they just put me with this other cardiologist, Dr. Polson, and he's the one that suspected Lyme. So I'm super blessed that that's who I ended up with, and because his wife has it, he knew the symptoms and tested me for it. So I've learned that the CDC and the insurance companies think that you can be healed from it in like 30 days of antibiotics. So the insurance companies don't cover treatment unless it's just like a prescription or lab work, but anything else, doctor visits, anything that you do besides that, they won't cover. So that's going to be fun. I've learned that there's amazing people in this world who love each other and are there for each other, and I'm so grateful to be surrounded by so many of those types of people. There's just so much good, and I know that we feel like there's so much bad out there, the things that are going on around us and around the world and in our own country, but there's so much good, and I choose to focus on the good. I have my days. Obviously, I've had several days this last week, just down days, depressed days, just feeling crappy, or just feeling sorry for myself, or I'm getting new symptoms. Some of those are like waking up in the night just super hot, and then my hands are all swollen. My jaw is super, super weak right now, so just trying to chew food, it's hard. So some of those symptoms are new, but at least I can put a name with all of this that's going on. And so that I'm grateful for. There's just so much I've learned and so much I'm going to learn. They treat Lyme typically with antibiotics, high doses of antibiotics, which can make me really sick, can make you really sick. It's called herxing. And once they start to kill off things. So that's the route I'm planning on going for right now. There are other options that are more natural, that if I find that the antibiotics are too hard on me or not working, that I can try some other things. So people have different opinions on different things, but people just need to realize that you need to do what's best for you. So right now, this is what I'm choosing. And so that's kind of where we're at with things. It's not curable. I believe that if you catch it within a few days of being first bit by an insect with it, that yes, you could probably kill it off pretty fast with antibiotics for the 30 days, like the insurance companies think. But if it's become chronic, when it turns into autoimmune disease and it starts destroying different parts of your body, like the phase I'm in right now, where it's destroying my cardiovascular and just like what's the word? I'm losing my mind. Memory loss. #Lyme. Just, numbness and tingling, neurological stuff. It just starts it's just awful. It just can attack so many things in your life, and it gets misdiagnosed as MS and lupus and ALS and all these other things. So I'm learning a lot. So it's not curable, but they can put it into remission, and there are so many people who feel a lot better once they've been treated. But treatment can take months to years. So I'm prepared to do what I need to do to get feeling better and feel like me again. So it's really been frustrating not being able to exercise, or just not even just having energy to like be my spastic self. So that's hard. But things are still going good, and I'm just hoping to get into a doctor soon. So there's my update. A little bit longer than I was planning. But if that answers any of your questions, and if anybody has questions or you're concerned that you or someone you know may have it and you just need some guidance, shoot me a message or comment. I'd be more than happy. I'm super open about it, so more than happy to help you out. So I hope you have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.